clear the scene.
U sê iets voor adjudant-officier Botha gevra om die plek skoon te maak.
Dis korrek, eerlik.
Dit is correct, my lady.
Where were the people?
En waar was die mense?
Julle almal was buite die woning, onder in die portaal.
All the people were outside the house, inside the premises, on the porch, my lady.
See anybody upstairs on the first floor?
Was daar enige daar bo op die eerste vloer?
Nee, eerlik.
No, my lady.
Whilst you were on the scene, did anybody collect clothes and or something for the accused?
19 though, and
Op die toneel gewees het, is daar iemand wat vir die beskuldigde klere kom haal het of iets oorhandig is soos klere?
Dis korrek, eerlik.
Dit is correct, my lady.
Who was that?
Wie was het?
Die beskuldigde se sussie?
The accused sister?
Was she alone?
Was sy alleen?
Nee, eerlik.
No, my lady.
Who was with her?
Wie was hy?
'n Vriendin.
A friend of ours.
And did you accompany them?
Het meneer hulle vergesel?
Ek het eerlik.
I did, my lady.
Now, where did they find clothes for the
Waar het hulle
accused?
kledingstukke of klere vir die beskuldigde gekry?
In die gang, op pad na die badkamer toe, in die kaste.
In the passage, on the way to the bedroom, in the wardrobes, my lady.
Did they go into the bathroom?
Excuse me?
Did they go into the bathroom?
Het hulle in die badkamer nog gegaan?
Nee, eerlik.
No, my lady.
Yeah. You took photographs of the ceiling of the scene every night when you would leave, or every day when you left the scene.
Meneer het altyd foto's geneem van die toneel, van die besonder tot op die einde tot meneer die plek verlaat het.
Dis korrek, eerlik.
Is correct, my lady.
How would you prepare the house before you left the scene every night?
Hoe het die huis voorberei voor die huis verlaat het in die aand?
Ons het al die deure en vensters toegemaak
We closed all the doors as well as the windows
en al die gordyne toegetrek.
and put all the curtains closed, my lady,
Asook al die ligte afgesit.
and switched off all the lights.
So would that include the curtains in the main bedroom?
Insluitende die gordyne in die hoofslaapkamer ook.
Dis korrek, eerlik.
Dit is correct, my lady.
Whilst you took photographs, the photographs that we testified about in your album 1, were there other people with you?
Toe u nou die foto's geneem het wat op meneer se fotoalbum, die eerste album is, was daar mense saam met meneer?
Nee, eerlik.
No, my lady.
I have nothing further, my lady.
Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Rowe?
Thank you, my lady. Just on the last question, Warrant Officer. When you said there was no one with you when you took photographs,
Meneer het nie gesê daar was niemand by meneer toe meneer foto's geneem het nie.
meaning were you on your own?
Was hy alleen?
Korrek, eerlik.
Correct, my lady.
So you had an undisturbed access to the scene.
En niemand het meneer gestuur op die toneel nie, nee.
It was
Daar
only
was
you
geen
and your camera.
versturing nie, soos wat hy alleen gewees het.
Daar was op 'n stadium, ja, eerlik.
There was at some stage, my lady.
When was that?
En wanneer was dit?
Dit was op 'n latere stadium in die dag nadat ek die toneel die eerste keer gefotografeer het.
At a later stage, during the day, after I photographed the scene initially,
Was daar ander lede van die provinsiale taakspan teenwoordig?
there were other members from the provincial task team present.
And you said that you arrived at the scene at 4:50.
Die sê daar ongeveer 4:50.
Dis korrek, julle.
Dit is correct, my lady.
How many photos did you take
Hoeveel foto's het
of
neergeneem
Mr. Pistorius?
van meneer Pistorius?
Ek is nie seker nie, julle. Ek sal net moet kyk die totale foto's.
I'm not sure, my lady. I'll have to check and ascertain as to the total of the photos.
When you look now, Mr. Pistorius will say that you took a great number of photos from the back, from the front, from his feet, picking up his feet, and so on. Would that be
Meneer
true?
Pistorius beweer dat meneer verskeie foto's van hom geneem het. Van die kante, oral tot sy voete ook opgelig.
Dis nie korrek nie, julle.
That is not correct, my lady.
How will you see how many photos you've taken?
Hoe sal jy sê hoeveel foto's van hom het meneer geneem?
Ek kan net in die album kyk
I'll have to peruse through the album, my lady.
en verder op die oorspronklike foto's
And look at the original photos.
wat nie gebruik is in die album nie. Daar mag foto's wees wat nie in die album gebruik is.
There's a possibility that there may be photos, my lady, which haven't been used in
Do you
this
have-
album.
Do you have them here?
Het meneer het die?
Korrek, julle?
Correct, my lady?
Can you look for us, please?
Kyk nou asseblief.
By going to the original photos.
Die oorspronklikes.
Julle, dan sal ek net moet toegang kry tot die foto's.
My lady, then I'll have to have access to the photos.
How long will it take you to
Hoe
just...
lang sal dit vir meneer vat om die foto's te verkry?
10 minute, julle.
10 minutes, my lady.
Maybe that's quite a significant aspect. May I ask the court for the 10 minutes just for him to locate the photos?
We'll take an adjournment. Yes, sir, Mysterious.
Thank you, my lady. I understand there was some difficulty with the recording.
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Is
Is it fine now? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. Warren, did you manage to ascertain the number of photos taken of Mr. Pistorius?
Je kan niet vaststellen hoeveel foto's van die rest is er niet.
Ek het hier
Uit curioso?
9.
9.
We have, on a number of occasions, asked for the meter data. I don't want to waste time today, but will you please see that you bring it with tomorrow so that we can have it?
Hy sê ja, dat is nog verskeie male wat hulle vra vir daai kwessie dat kan hier dit asseblief af te bring word.
With the utmost respect, it's impossible to do. They have it. If you left click on a photograph, the meter if you right click on a photograph, the meter data is available. It's not something that you can bring to court. It's part of the photographs that was handed in electronic format to the defense.
Nee, advokaat Nel sê die meter data is beskikbaar. Dis net regstel op die weke na die foto.
So we look into it, my lady. Now I've looked at, just to try and determine time periods, according to the statement made by Hilton Botha, you arrived at a scene between 5 o'clock and 5:05. What do you say about
Hulle
that?
sê volgens dat Botha gesê het in sy verklaring het meneer raad tussen 5 en 5:05 dae arriveer hier toneel. Wat sê jy daarvan?
Dis nie korrek nie, Eerlik.
That is not correct, my lady.
How do you determine your time period
Meneer
for arriving?
die tye wat meneer aangekom het. Wat bepaal meneer het?
Om op my horlosie te kyk, Eerlik.
By looking at my watch, my lady.
And what did you see?
En wat sien jy?
04:50.
04:50.
Was it when you stopped there or entered?
Was dit toe meneer aangestop het of toe meneer ingegaan het?
Toe ek op die toneel gestop het.
When I stopped at the scene, my lady.
Now take me through the procedure. Now you stopped there, what then?
Wat was nou
What
die
did you do?
procedure? Jy stap nou daar en waar dan?
Dan gaan ek na die ondersoekbeampte toe.
I then go to the investigating officer.
Well, let's take it step by step. That is Mr. Botha.
Kom ons vat dit stap vir stap. Was dit meneer Botha?
Dis korrek, Eerlik.
Dit is correct, my lady.
And where did you find him?
Waar het meneer hom gevind?
Aan die buitekant van die woning.
Outside the house, my lady.
And what occurred between the two of you?
En wat het tussen julle twee plase van?
Ouwe Botha het kortliks aan my verduidelik wat gebeur het.
Warrant officer Botha explained to me shortly as to what happened.
What did he say to you?
Wat het hy gesê, meneer?
Hy het gesê dat die beskuldigde sy vriendin geskiet het.
He said the accused shot his girlfriend.
Nothing else?
Niks anders nie.
Ek het hom net gevra om my deur die toneel te vat en die toneel om my uit te wys.
I just asked him to accompany me to show me through the scene and to point out the scene to me, or my lady.
And what was the procedure followed there, taking you through the scene?
En wat was die
Where did you
procedure
go
wat
to?
julle gevolg het soos die meneer binne gevat na die toneel toe?
Ek en Ouwe Botha het by die toneel ingestap
Warrant officer Botha entered into the scene.
en hy het my die onderste gedeelte, die portaal en die oorledene gewys.
He showed me the underground part of the house, the porch, as well as the deceased.
Daarna het hy my opgevat na die eerste verdieping toe
From there, he accompanied me, or he took me to the first floor
en my deurgevat na die hoofslaapkamer
and took me through to the main bedroom,
en na die badkamer.
as well as to the bathroom, my lady.
How long did you remain in the main bedroom and in the bathroom?
Hoe lang was julle daar binne die hoofslaapkamer, sowel as in die badkamer?
Minute eerlik.
Minutes, my lady.
So was it just, what did you look for?
Vir wat het julle daar gesoek? Wat het julle daar gesoek?
That's short time.
Vir sulke kort tydjie.
Dis net om myself te verenig met die toneel, hoe die toneel lyk.
It was just to acclimatize myself as to what the scene looked like.
What would you look for?
Wat het julle gesoek?
To just assist you in seeing what the scene is like?
Soos, wat heeft meneer nog gehelpen?
What did you focus on?
Foto's of wat?
Nee, die eerste keer as ek saam met die ondersoekbeampte deur die toneel loop,
The first time when I was accompanied by the investigating officer walking through the scene, my lady,
daar word geen foto's geneem nie.
no photos have been taken.
Ek familiarize myself net met die toneel.
De keer gesteld.
Familiarize.
I just familiarized myself with the scene.
En ouer Botha sal sekere punte aan my uitwys.
And warrant officer Botha would point out certain points to me.
And then from there, where did you go to?
En van daaraf, waar toe die hele gegaan?
Ons is weer af na die onderste
To the ground level again.
gedeelte van die
We
huis.
down to the bottom
And
of the ground floor of the house, my lady.
Once you're down,
En toe jullie nou onder toe kom,
Het ek na die motorhuis toe gegaan.
and then proceeded to the garage.
Waar ek meneer Pistorius, die beskuldigde, aangetref het.
Where I found Mr. Pistorius, the accused.
could you see what his emotional state was?
Kon meer sien in watter emosionele toestand was hy.
Kon nie hulle.
I could, my lady,
What was that?
hoe was hy?
Baie stil
Very quiet
en emosioneel.
and emotional.
What does emotional mean to you?
Wat beteken emosioneel vir u?
Emosioneel vir my beteken heilerig.
To me it means crying, my lady. In a crying state.
Ja, en
Do you know if he vomited?
Weet jy dat hy opgegooi het?
nee.
Nou,
So what happened then inside the garage?
en wat het daarna binne die motorhuis plaasgevind?
Ek het aan meneer Pistorius, die beskuldigde, gesê wie ek is en wat my doel op die toneel is.
My lady, I introduced myself to Mr. Pistorius. I told him who I was and what the purpose of my visit was there.
Ek het toe aan adjutant-offisier Botha eers gaan vra of die beskuldigde sy hande gewas het.
And then went to inquire first from Warrant Officer Botha as to whether the accused washed his hands.
Where was Warrant Officer Botha that?
Waar was adjutant Botha toe hy om dit gaan vra?
Hulle was buite die motorhuis,
They were outside the garage, my lady,
in die portaal
in the porch,
kombuisarea.
kitchen area.
And
En toe?
Ouer Botha het eers vir my gesê nee, die beskuldigde het nie.
At first that Warrant Officer Botha said no, the accused didn't.
Maar hy toe vir luitenant-kolonel van Rensburg gaan vra.
He then went to inquire from Lieutenant Colonel van Rensburg.
where was Colonel van Rensburg?
Waar
at
was
that time?
kolonel van Rensburg op die stadium toe hy hom gaan vra?
Ook in die kombuis.
Also in the kitchen, my lady.
Did you not go with to ask?
Was hy nie saam met hom nie?
Nee,
No, my lady.
Where did you wait?
Waar het hy gewag?
by die motorhuis se deur.
At the door of the garage, my lady.
And now he comes back and he tells you that he indeed gave him permission to wash his hands.
En toe hy nou terugkom en van hier kom sê dat hy hom wel toestemming gegee het om sy hande te was, wat dan?
Adjutant-offisier Botha het na my toe gekom gesê dat die beskuldigde wel sy hande gewas het.
That's when Warrant Officer Botha came to me and informed me that the accused had indeed washed his hands.
Ek het die deur weer toegemaak
I
en
closed the door again
aan die beskuldigde gevra of hy sy hande gewas het.
and asked the accused whether he had washed his hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Wat het hy gesê?
Hy het gesê ja, hy het.
He said yes, he did.
What did you do then?
En wat het hy daarna gedoen?
Ek het die PR-toetse op die beskuldigde uitgevoer.
And then did the PR test on the accused.
That's not a primary residue.
Is hy nou die primary residue test?
Dis
Wat hy van
korrek,
praat?
eerlik.
That is correct, my lady.
Where do you get What do you use in order to do the test?
Nee, as jy nou die PR-toetse doen, PR-toetse doen, wat gebruik jy?
Dit is 'n prime residue kit
It's a prime residue kit, my lady.
wat bestaan uit 'n linker en 'n regter hand se, hoe kan ek dit beskryf? Is 'n vingerhouertjie met 'n papiertjie aan die onderkant wat jy op die
My
persoon
lady,
se hande
precies of a
druk.
right and land, something like, wat is dat vingerpapiertjie?
Is 'n
More like a
vingerhouertjie
fingerprint.
met 'n papiertjie om.
Okay, it's like a container wrapped around with a piece of paper.
Did you bring the kit with? Or where did you get it from?
It like het saamgebring.
Ek het die kit saam met my gebring, ja, eerlik.
I did, my lady.
And according to the accused, Mr. Pistorius, you also did the lower arms and the upper arms.
Hy sê volgens meneer Pistorius het hy ook sy laar op sy bene en sy arms ook gedoen. Kan jy afsien doen?
Nee, nie die bene nie.
Lower arms and upper arms.
Die hande. Hoe en die
Dis korrek. Ja.
How do you do it on the arms?
hoe kom die hande nou, die arms?
Omdat die
Arms.
beskuldigde reeds sy hande gewas het, doen ek net die toets hoor op om te sien of daar wel prime residue op.
Seeing that the accused had already washed his hands by then, I was just conducting that primary residue test at the top just to ascertain as to whether there would be any residue.
How do you do it on the arms? What is
Hoe
the
doen jy dit aan
procedure
die
followed
arms?
by?
Wat 'n prosedure volg jy?
Dieselfde prosedure as om dit op die hande te doen.
The same procedure we use when conducted it on the hands, my lady.
Ek gaan net met die betrokke stukkie papier hoor op die
I just proceed with this piece of paper higher up the arm,
Well,
the upper arm.
let's look at the lower arm. Do you go all around?
Van ons vat ons
Just
van die
one
laar
strip
arm
of the arm?
tot hier by die strip van die arm.
die hele arm. in
The
die rond.
whole arm. The arm is a whole.
So you would go around the arm up to the elbow and then you do the upper arm.
In ander woorde sal jy van hier af begin hoor die arm hoog tot hier na boontoe.
Korrek. Ja.
Correct, my lady.
So you cover the whole arm.
Jy bedek die hele arm.
Nie in millimeters of
Not in millimeters, my lady.
net rondom.
Just round and about.
And how long would it take you to do a hand?
En hoe lank vat jy dit om 'n hele hand te doen? Of om 'n hand te doen?
Sekondes hier.
Seconds.
And the arm?
En die arm?
Dieselfde eerlis
The same
sekondes.
seconds.
Well, could you demonstrate on your own arm that I can...
As jy met die eie
Get
hand
some
kan
idea how you
demonstreer,
do it
of
now,
die eie
how long it
arm
will
kan
take?
demonstreer. Hoe doen ons dit?
Ek sal begin by die hand,
I'll start from the hand, my lady. As is indicating,
die binnekant van die palm
the inner part of the palm,
en dan op die arm.
then alongside the arm, as he indicates, my
top.
lady. From the inner part of the palm, then right around the lower arm as he demonstrates by means of pricking his finger on his flesh.
En dan dieselfde.
Then the
Top.
same will apply to the upper arm as well, as he indicates.
And then you will go to the other hand and the
Dan
other
sal hy ook na die
arm.
ander hand toe gaan en dieselfde doen.
Nadat ek die kit is gemerk, soos ek sê, in 'n linker hand en 'n regterhand.
As I said, my lady, this kit is marked with the right hand as well as the left hand.
En
Ja.
sodra jy die linkerarm gedoen het, word die spesifieke
Wat gedoen is.
toets geseël en daar sal dan die nuwe een oopgemaak word wat sê die regterhand en dan word die prosedure
My lady, it's
herhaal.
like when you're done with testing the right hand, the seal will then be, the kit will then be sealed to be written that this is the right hand. Then you'll go on to the next hand and the left hand. The same procedure will then be used.
How do you seal it?
Hoe
You've
verseël
now
jy
finished
dit?
with the left hand, of the left side.
Hoe verseël jy dit? Sê jy dis nou die regterhand of die regtersy? Hoe verseël jy dit?
Die houertjie, vingerhouertjie wat gebruik word, dit
Dis
sy eie
vingercontainer.
omhulsel.
It has its own cover.
en word dan in die omhulsel geplaas.
Then that will then be inserted into the or inside that cover.
En terug in die PR kit geplaas.
Then that will be placed back into the PR kit.
Do you put a seal around it to make sure that
Daar
no
misschien
one
een seal
interferes
wat
with
hulle
it?
rondom die plaas.
Nee,
No, my lady.
I saw you use a pricking motion. What is it that you
Meneer
use?
is die opsie net asof jy die beweging gebruik. Steek beweeg. Wat is dit?
dis korrek julle. Dis 'n manier van net om op die hand of arm te druk.
Okay, that is correct, my lady. It's just a manner of pressing on the hand or the arm.
No, I want to know what do you use
For
to
what?
press?
Om die
Wat gebruik jy om so te druk?
dit is 'n houertjie wat stukkie
Is sticky.
stukkie papier onderop hom het.
It's
En
like a container which has a sticky kind of paper around it.
dit word gebruik om die prime residue wat op die hand en op die arms mag wees op
And
te
it's
tel.
being used to detect the prime residue which might be left behind on the hand, my lady.
How do you know ultimately when you confirm the test or you go on with the test, what was found on the hand and what was found on the arm?
Nou, hoe stel meneer hulle nou vas wat was by die
En
hand
wat was found in the upper?
en die arm na die toets nou gedoen is? Hoe vind u dit nou uit?
Surely you can't use the same sticky
Ek
paper
kan
or
mos nou nie
whatever.
dieselfde stukkie papier gebruik nie. 'n Klewerige stuk papier nie.
In die geval het ek
In this instance I did.
onder omstandighede waar net die hande gedoen word,
Under circumstances where only the hands are being done,
word een kit gebruik vir die
Only
linker
one
en die
kit.
regterarm
only one kit is being used for the right as well as the left hand.
en 'n addisionele kit sal gebruik word
Vir die wat?
vir die arms.
Then an additional kit will be used for the arms, my lady.
So you have first a kit for the hand, and
It
then
is die kit vir die hande.
once you've completed that test on the hand, you would seal it and put it back in the box.
Na jy nou klaar is met die toetse vir die hande, verseël jy dit, dan pak jy dit terug in die kit in.
Hy word net terug in die houertjie geplaas en in die kit teruggeplaas.
It's just being placed back into the container of the kit, my lady.
Then you would take another holder, a container,
Dan
With-
vat jy nou 'n ander houer
meant now for the arms.
wat nou bedoel is vir die arms.
Nee, julle.
Nou,
Dit geld net vir die in hierdie situasie waar ek vir die linkerarm die kit gebruik het, dit was vir die hande en die arms.
in this instance where I used the left kit, that was for the hand as well as the arm.
Hom het ek verseël of teruggesit in sy houertjie
Then I put back into his container or sealed it, my lady,
en terug in die kit gesit.
and put it back into the kit.
Toe het ek die regter kantste houertjie gevat
I then took the right hand's container,
om uit sy houertjie uitgehaal en dieselfde prosedure uitgevoer om die
removed it out of his container, and did the same procedure on the right hand.
kom teruggeplaas in sy houertjie
After I was done, my lady, I put it back into his container again
en dan weer teruggesit in die kit.
and placed it back into the kit once more.
Well, I've been listening to that, and it's definitely not seconds.
En dit, hy sê daarna geluister, maar dit is net secondes.
Unless you tell me that he was just dabbing one part and the second part and put it
Terwyl,
back.
tensy jy ons net kan sê dat hy net so getap het, hierdie kant en daai kant, sal dit verstaanbaar kan wees.
Nee, julle, dit is sekondes want 'n ou druk net
No, my
iets
lady,
word vinnig uitgevoer.
it just takes a matter of seconds because one just presses and presses, then something gets worked out very quickly.
Now, in case I forget, let me ask you now, is it possible, I understand there's a set of original photographs of the clerk and one in archive.
Hy sê dat hy vergeet, hy verstaan as oorspronklike fotograwe nie, van daai wat by die werk ingedien is, sowel as daai wat by die argiewe gebeure is.
Dis korrek.
Could you
julle.
make either of them
correct, my
available to us
En
tomorrow?
meneer het asseblief beskikbaar maak aan die hof. Daai foto's.
Dit word nie by my gehou nie.
I don't keep them in my possession, my lady.
Dit word gestoor by die klerk.
They are being stored by the clerk.
Surely you have access to it to ask them.
Sekerlik het meneer moes
And they
toegang
can
na
give it in that
foto's.
sealed condition to you.
Al kan hulle dit dan in 'n verseelde kondisie aan meneer teruggee.
As ek daarvoor kan vra, kan dit beskikbaar gestel word.
My lady, if I can make a request for them, they might be given back to me.
Can you do that?
Kan meneer dit doen?
Ek kan nie julle.
I am in a position to do that, my lady.
And would you bring it then in the condition that you received it?
Sal u dit kan bring soos in die toestand wat meneer dit ontvang het?
Sal dit doen julle.
I'll do that, my lady.
And would it be possible to have access to the flash disks that you use?
Meneer, is dit moontlik om die flesdiks van hulle beskikbaar te maak?
Ek het geen probleem daarmee
I don't
julle.
have a problem about that, my lady.
Maybe during the adjournment to give us time to go through that?
Miskien na ons nou vandag het sal meneer hulle tyd gee om deur dit te gaan, nie?
Dis reg julle.
That is correct, my lady.
May it please the court, I take it that the witness will be present at all times when this happens.
I'm sorry about I didn't.
I understand that Mr. Roo is now making an arrangement with the with the witness that they would use his flash disk. I take it that the witness will be present whilst it happens.
Yes.
Yes, of course, my lady. We don't want to tamper with it. We'll give you one of the attorneys and you can sit with him in your
Een van
presence,
die
of course.
prokureurs van meneer was dit.
Dis reg julle, geen probleem.
That is correct, my lady, no problem.
Did you delete any photos, Warrant?
Meneer, is daar enige foto's wat meneer gedeleteer het?
Nee,
No, my lady.
Now, after the PR test, so to speak, that you then start with the taking the photos.
Na die
Fotograaf
PR-toetse nou
al.
gedoen was, het u toe nou beginne om die foto's te neem.
ek het die foto's geneem van die beskuldigde hier.
I took photos of the accused, my lady.
Where did you take those photos?
Waar het u daai foto's vandaan geneem?
Binne in die motorhuis julle.
Inside the garage, my lady.
And that's when you took, I think, about 9 photos.
Dis toe u om ongeveer 9 foto's van hom geneem het.
Dis korrek julle.
That is correct, my lady.
And thereafter, you've now taken 9 photos of Mr. Pistorius.
Na u nou 9 foto's van meneer Pistorius
What is the
geneem het,
process then?
Wat is die proses dan nou?
Het ek begin om die toneel te fotografeer.
I then started taking photographs of the scene, my lady.
Where did you start?
Waar het u beginne?
Buite by die aan die voorkant van die huis.
Outside on the front portion of the house.
How many photos did you take there?
Hoeveel
Do you remember?
foto's het meneer aangeneem?
Ek het een foto geneem wat in die album gebruik is
I took one photo
van die vooraansig van die deur.
which had been used in the album of the front part of the door.
You qualified, you say one that was used in the album. Did you
U
take
sê,
more but not put them in the
Een
album?
van die wat gebruik is in die fotoalbum, nie meer is dit nie.
Daar is meer geneem julle.
More were taken as well, my lady.
How do you decide which one to put in and which one's not?
Meneer,
to put
hoe besluit u watter ene moet u gebruik in die album en waters nie? Hoe besluit u dit?
Eerder dit is volgens my eie prosedure wat ek gebruik om te besluit watter foto's vir my belangrik is en watter foto's die beste is om in die album te gebruik.
My lady, that goes for me. It's in my own opinion. I'm the one who's to decide which photos am I supposed to use, which ones are best, and which ones are more important. I'm actually the one who makes those decisions.
And the ones taken of Mr. Pistorius, how do you decide which ones to put in the album and which ones not?
En van die van meneer Pistorius, hoe die besluit watter foto's moet u gebruik in die album en watter moet u nie gebruik nie.
Ek het al die foto's wat ek van meneer Pistorius geneem het in die album ingeneem.
My lady, I used all of Mr. Pistorius' photos in the album, all the photos I took of him.
That you took there at the time of the PR test, or just
Wat u
after the
daar
PR
ten
test?
tye van die PR-toetse geneem het.
Dis korrek.
That is correct, my lady.
And you said there were 9 photos.
U sê daar was 9 foto's.
Dis korrek julle.
That is correct, my lady.
If you can help me, I can find photos 155, 156, 157 and 158.
As meneer
Which
kan help,
others did you take?
hy sê hy kan nie daar foto nummer 155, 56, 57 van die watter van die foto's het hy geneem?
Eerder mag ek net vra om wat se album verwys?
In which album are you actually referring to?
Well, I don't know. We have photos 155 to 158.
Hy sê, weet jy, dat foto's wat uitgestel het 155 tot 158. Soms het in onderstel.
Maybe look at album 1.
Miskien as jy na fotoalbum nommer 1 kan kyk.
Dis reg, julle.
Dit is correct, my lady. Hier het. Hier is de my lady.
How many photos do you have in your album there?
Hoeveel foto's het meneer al?
9,
9, my lady.
What photo numbers are they?
The numbers?
155,
155,
156,
156,
157,
157,
158,
158,
159,
159,
160,
160,
161,
161,
162
162,
en 163.
and 163, my lady.
Sorry, with your mind, I didn't write it down. It was 155 to 158 and then?
Tot 158 en dan? Up until? 163, nee.
155 of 158,
158,
159,
159,
160,
160,
161,
161,
162,
162,
163.
and 163.
Those photos you took at a time or shortly after you've done that PR test.
Die foto's het meneer neem kortliks na meneer die PR toe sy gedien het.
Van die foto's, dis korrek julle?
Some of the photos, that is correct, my lady.
I've asked you that before, Warrant. That specific question.
Hy sê vra vir meneer 'n spesifieke vraag.
There, when doing just after you've done the PR test, you're in the garage, how many photos did you take
Na jy nou die PR
of
toe
Mr.
sy
Pistorius?
in die garage gedoen het, nee. Hoeveel foto's van meneer Pistorius het meneer geneem?
Ek het vier foto's geneem.
I took 4 photos, my lady.
What are the other photos then that you refer to?
En wat van
When
die
did you
ander
take
foto's
that?
wat meneer van gepraat het?
Dit verwys na die prostese van die beskuldigde
They are actually in relation to the accused prosthesis, my lady.
en ek het dit net op 'n latere tyd geneem.
I took them at a later stage.
That's after you've been through the house.
Na jy nou deur die huis gegaan het.
Dis korrek hier.
That is correct, my lady.
So, are you saying that morning when you did the PR test, that you only took 4 photos of Mr.
U sê nou op die oggend toe jy die PR toe sy gedien het, het jy net 4 foto's van meneer Pistorius geneem.
Korrek hier.
Correct, my lady.
Well, I'm instructed that you took a large number of photos, a great number.
Meneer Pistorius
Of
het
photos
probeer meer
that
gesê dat
morning.
meneer klomp foto's van hom geneem het. Die betrokke oggend.
And not
Nee.
only 4.
Nie slegs 4 nie. Sommer 'n hele klomp.
Nee hier.
No, my lady.
And then, after you've been in the garage and you took the 4 photos, as you say, you went outside now, you took one from the front entrance, and where did you go to then?
Okay, na jy nou in die motorreis gewees is wat meneer gesê het, het nou 4 foto's geneem, na buite toe gegaan, een aan die voorkant van die huis geneem, en want toe sê toe daarna.
Toe ek het in die huis inbeweeg hier.
And then proceeded inside the house, my lady.
And where did you take photos then?
En waar die foto's geneem daar binne in die huis.
In die binnekant van die portaal,
In the porch, in the inside part of the porch,
die onderste sitkamer gedeelte,
the lower part of the sitting room underneath,
as ook die omgewing van die trappe
as well as the surrounding area of the staircase or the stairway, my lady.
en as ook die plek waar die oorledene gevind is.
as well as the place where the deceased was found.
And my understanding is, help me if I'm not correct, that when you went upstairs, you went on your own to take photos on your own.
Stel me reg as ek verkeerd is, toe jy boontoe toe gegaan het om foto's te neem, was meneer alleen.
Dis korrek, eerder.
That is correct, my lady.
You were alone when you took photos
Hy was alleen toe vir
in the
foto's te
main
neem.
bedroom,
In die bovenslaapkamer.
in the passage between the main bedroom
Die
and the
gang tussen
bathroom,
die slaapkamer en die badkamer.
and in the bathroom.
Sowel as in die badkamer.
In die slaapkamer en in die gang,
In the main bedroom as well as in the passage,
as ook in die badkamer,
as well as in the bathroom.
en op 'n stadium was adjutant officer Botha met my in die badkamer.
And at some stage, I was joined by Warrant Officer Botha inside the bathroom.
So he joined you for the first time when you were busy taking photos in the bathroom.
Hy het vir die eerste maal by u aangesluit toe u nou foto's in die badkamer geneem het.
Dis korrek.
That is correct, my lady.
Do you know if it was at the time when you had taken a lot of photos, or was it right in the beginning?
Volgens u was het toe u daai klomp foto's geneem het, of was het van die begin af?
Nee, dis na die tyd vandat ek aan die onderkant van die woning begin het met die toestandfoto's.
That was after I went to the ground level when I started with the photo site initially, my lady.
Yes, I'm referring to the bathroom now, the
Ons
main
praat
bathroom.
van die badkamer, meneer.
Ek het eers die badkamer in geheel gefotografeer,
I
julle.
first started by taking photographs of the bathroom as a whole.
And did he then only come?
Na dat gaan hy nou
Did he then only join you?
dat toe stuur hy nou by jou aansluit.
Dis korrek.
Correct, my lady.
So after you've taken all your photos.
Na jy nou al die foto's geneem het.
Dis korrek.
Correct, my lady.
What was he doing there?
Wat het hy daar gedoen?
Eerder hy was daar om die foon te versamel wat hy aan my uitgewys het.
He was just there to collect the phone, which she pointed out to me, my lady.
Where did he point that out to you?
Waar het hy daai phone uitgewys?
Die posisie of die van
Are you referring to the position or what?
Yes, where was he? In which room was he when he showed you the phone?
In watter kamer was hy toe jy die foon aan die gewys het?
Dit was op die stadium wat ouer Botha my deur die toneel gevat het.
It was when Warrant Officer Botha took me through the scene itself, my lady,
En die toneel aan my uitgewys het.
and pointing out the scene to me. En toe?
Not when you were taking photos.
Nie op die stadium toe die foto's geneem het nie.
Nee, eerlik.
No, my lady.
Will it be an opportune time, my lady?
We'll resume tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Court will adjourn.
I grew up in a Methodist home. My father was a Methodist minister. And I saw my father doing a lot of work with the communities. And I guess when I saw what the church can do within communities, I guess I was inspired, and I wanted to follow. I was being asked by my church at the time to help to see if we could not have black and white Methodists finding one another and trying to live